Hey folks, it's Brandon here. Today we're going to be talking about the X-Cube 2. Came out a couple of weeks ago. I've been following this thing for a while, waiting for its release. It looks on the box to be a good looking device. We'll go ahead and unbox it now and see what comes in the box. Smock have always been very good at their branding. Their devices have had their issues. The M80, for instance, the amount of callbacks on that. Anyway, it's a good brand. A nice black box. Once we get inside, you get to see the device. Again, looks. It's incredible. It's lovely. Personally, I'd like to have seen a brushed finish. What they've done here is they've brushed finished it, but then put a lacquer coating on of some sort. So I haven't had it for long, but I'm just worried that sort of in your pocket or banging about, it's going to scratch. At least when you have a device that's been machined and finished and hasn't got that coating on, you know what you're going to get. If it does scratch, it's not going to make it look unsightly. Whereas I'm sure you've seen in the past, if you've got like a brass mod and they put a coating on it, as soon as you sort of scratch a bit of that coating off, the brass starts to get old and changes colour, and it looks horrible. Yeah, so first impressions on this thing is pretty good. You're not going to get the same finish as you would from a high-end mod in terms of the door, just the basic finish. You can see the door fits, but doesn't fit that well. It protrudes slightly from the bottom there. Again, these are small things, but it's just the overall finish is not as good as you would get from a top end. You can see there, there's a gap between there, and when you push the firing bar, it actually closes that gap. And when I'm doing that, I can actually feel the screws sort of pushing upward. So that would lead me to believe that the thing wasn't sort of put together properly, possibly, or because there is that gap, and I don't think that's supposed to be there because the bar is slightly bent as well. But these are small things. I mean, as a modder, I can fix that myself. It's not a problem. But I think somebody getting it out of the box may be a little bit disappointed in terms of finish. I mean, there we go. I had this open for sort of 5 minutes, and there's already, I don't know if you can see, a scratch on there. Anyway, okay, so we're going to put some batteries in it and fire it up and see how it vapes. Today I'm not going to go through any of the features. You can go online for that. This is just a quick unboxing. Again, I haven't had time to sort of go through all the features myself, but this guy does pack a lot. If you like your gadgets, you're going to love this one. Right, so there's a magnet back cover, and that sort of gets to this point here, and then you pull it off. So you can see the cover there. It's got that black tab that you see on some electrical devices, so you pull it and the batteries pop out. It's quite nice. Okay, batteries go in nice and easily, and you can see it's working up. Flashes nicely to tell you that it's on. Those colours that you saw down the bar, they can be configured into as many colours as you like. There's a specific colour that you like, you can sort of change it to that. There is an app setting for this device as well. It's worth mentioning. In the box you get your warranty card, your user manual, and then also on the back you've got the guarantee, and then you've got the QR codes for your app store. I had the X-Cube, the original one. I've sold it now, but I love the bar. The app itself was pretty cool because it allowed you to play with features on the device. Did I use it a lot? Probably once, maybe twice. Is it cool to have it? Yeah, I suppose. Is it a feature to sell the device for Smok? Yeah. Are they the first to have it? Yep. These are all good things. They even throw in a pouch, look at that. But yeah, these are all good things. Whether they're useful for me when I'm vaping daily, I don't use the feature. If you want to set up your colors, cool, do it through the app. You can do it on the device as well. It's not as easy, but you can do it. Yeah, she's great. She's great to look at. I would say though, I was expecting it to be slightly smaller. When you actually get it out the box, it's pretty big. Well, it feels big. I suppose if you put it against most of your mechanical mods are around the same size, slightly smaller. Dimitri. So it's about, well, it's exactly the same size as the Dimitri, in fact, in height and in width. So, well, slightly bulkier, but you get in the picture. So it's not a small device. The original X-Cube came out and it was lovely and small, and it felt really good in the hand. The only problem was the battery life wasn't great, and you had to continually to recharge. So you had to have two devices to vape through the day. Okay, so your batteries are in. You're ready to fire it up. It's 5 clicks on the bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there she is. She comes on, tells you who she is, and welcome. Did I have the wrong way around? I don't know. Yes, I did. Okay, that's the right way around. So you can see I had it set to 69. I've got it to hit hard. To get into the functions, you click the button 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and then you've got your Bluetooth mode. It's to connect to your phone through the app. You've got your mode, temperature, watts, and one other memory, I think. There you've got your light function, so you can change anything through there. I've just got to wait for it to reset now. There we go. So now you can change your colors to whatever you like. I quite like it in this color configuration. You may not, don't know. You can change it from fast to slow, to flicker. Like I said, there is literally hundreds of ways that you can configure that bar to whatever color that you want. So back into the menu. So your Bluetooth, your mode, your colors, your puffs, you can set that to cut off. So if you, again, features that I don't really want or use, but if you have a problem with the amount that you vape, it can sort of cut off or stop when you've hit your amount of puffs that you've allowed yourself for that day. I don't like anybody telling me what to do, especially not my bloody device. So yeah, I don't use that feature, but some people out there that are conscious about how much nicotine they're taking, maybe they would use that to say, look, I've had enough now, stop. Me, don't use it. But there it is, back into the menu. 1, 2, 3. So you've got your Bluetooth mode, lights, puffs, and then you've got your settings. And you can go through all sorts of different settings on this. My gardeners have just arrived, so you're going to have to put up with that sound for a bit. Yeah, generally good device. Like it, works well, quite bulky. You've got two 18650s in there, so that gives you excellent battery life, which is great. Yeah, that's really pissing me off. Okay, yeah, so it works really well. I'll be doing a unboxing, quick review, first look, whatever, on the TF version 4 later. But yeah, this guy sitting on top of there is it is massive. For me to carry that around in my pocket every day, I just don't know whether I'd do it. It doesn't look that much bigger, but it's bigger. Every sort of millimeter counts. The width, it's wider. It's 24.5 millimeters, I think, in diameter rather than the 22 standard. So it's not going to fit on any of the other mods. but we'll talk about that one in a bit. So I used it for a few days on that, and then I put the Revolt by Hazematic, if I can find it. I did a review on this not too long ago. It is a beautiful device. The machining on it is absolutely perfect. It is expensive, it's right at the top end of the range, but if you look at the way it's made and machined, there's no burrs, there's no problems with this thing. It is perfect, no flaws. The materials used are just incredible. You know, I vaped a lot of clones when I first started out. I didn't have the money to go into high-end devices. I don't purchase a lot, but I do my research and I do get the ones that I want. But this thing, it is worth the money, every single penny. So for me, my chosen RDA or tank on this is the Revolt. I think you'll agree, it looks pretty good on there. Again, I wish this was just normal brushed stainless steel and didn't have this coating personally, but I think it's some sort of an alloy anyway. It's not a full stainless steel, so that's possibly why. So yeah, I've got that set to 69. I just want to see if I've got enough juice in there. Yes, I do. It takes about a split second to kick in. I don't know why they've done that. It happens with the new Kanga box as well. That also has a couple of well, it's about a second, no, not even half a second before it kicks in. I don't know if that's some sort of safety feature, I'm not sure, but yeah, it does it. So the bar is a fantastic feature. That is cool. I like that a lot. I'm hoping that we see more mods coming out with that sort of bar. The button's great, but you have to find it. The bar is just easy. You can just sort of, you know, push the bar and it fires up. You can have it that way. Push the bar and it fires up. You can click it at the top. Push the bar, it fires up. You push it from anywhere along that bar and it'll fire. But for me, I quite like the having it in this configuration there, so pulling it like that. I do wish I could change the display to flip round so that when I'm vaping, I can see what I'm doing. I'm sure there's a setting in there. There's hundreds of settings on there. I'm sure there's one to flip that display. I haven't had it long enough yet to give it a go, but it vapes really, really good. Yeah, I think you get the picture from that. I can go back a bit and get rid of that. Yeah, that's pretty banging. I like that a lot. I wouldn't use the TF version 4 on here. I would use a smaller device, like I've done. I've gone back to the M80 to use this tank because it's just so hench. It's big, so it looks better on a shorter device. So I've been using it on that, which is really good. But for this, I like a smaller atomizer, and for me, the Revolt sort of fits into that really, really well. And it looks the business. So that's the way I've been smoking it. You'll have your atomizer that you love, that you'll use, but for me it works. So yeah, if you like the video, hit the like button. Again, it's the videos aren't, they're just an unboxing, they're just a quick look. It's the way I feel about it. It's got nothing to do with specs or anything. Possibly at a later stage when I have more time to investigate things fully, I might come up and do videos on specific features. But yeah, it's just it's a quick look at this or at any device that you see on my page. It's from real users telling you what it's like. So yeah, if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you like. There will be some more videos coming soon. Yeah, thanks.
You are now listening to Addiction Beats.